Welcome back. Before we start our deep dive into today's topic, please take a second to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a technical breakdown. It really helps the channel grow. Welcome to this comprehensive tutorial on Apache log4php. Logging is an essential part of software development, helping you monitor, debug, and audit your applications. Apache log4php is a powerful logging framework for PHP that brings enterprise-level logging capabilities to your projects. Whether you're a beginner or looking to refine your skills, this tutorial will guide you through everything you need to know. Apache log4php is a robust logging framework originally ported from Apache log4j for Java. It enables developers to generate log statements from their PHP applications. These logs can be directed to files, databases, consoles, or even remote servers. With log4php, you gain fine-grained control over what gets logged, how it's formatted, and where it's sent. Why should you use a logging framework like log4php instead of simple echo or print statements? Because logging frameworks offer structured, configurable, and scalable ways to record events. They help with debugging, provide audit trails for compliance, and allow performance monitoring. Unlike raw output, logs from frameworks are structured, searchable, and can be analyzed by tools. Log4php is built around three core components. Loggers capture logging events from your application. Appenders define where these logs should be sent, such as files, databases, or consoles. Layouts control how the log messages are formatted before they are sent. Together, these components form a flexible and powerful logging pipeline. Log levels help you control the verbosity of your logs. Trace is the most detailed, useful for tracing program execution. Debug provides diagnostic information helpful during development. Info logs general events. Warn indicates potential issues, while error logs runtime errors that need attention. Choosing the right level helps filter out noise and focus on what matters. Loggers are the primary interface for generating logs. They are named hierarchically, such as COM, foo, bar, and inherit settings from parent loggers. Each logger can be assigned a log level, which determines the minimum severity of messages it will process. This allows fine-grained control over what gets logged in different parts of your application. Appenders determine where your log messages end up. Log4php provides several built-in appenders. File appender writes logs to a file, console appender outputs to the terminal, database appender stores logs in a database, and socket appender sends logs over a network. You can even write custom appenders for specific needs. Layouts control how your log messages are formatted before being sent by an appender. Pattern layout allows you to define custom formats using placeholders. Simple layout outputs just the log level and message. XML layout and JSON layout provide structured output, which is useful for automated log analysis tools. Getting started with log4php is straightforward. You can download it from the Apache website or install it via Composer. Once installed, include the autoloader in your PHP project. Then, configure log4php using an XML file or a PHP array. Configuration defines loggers, appenders, and layouts. Here's a simple configuration example. We define a root logger with info level. Then, we set up a file appender to write logs to a file. We use pattern layout to format the log messages in a readable way. This basic setup is sufficient for many applications and can be expanded as needed. To write your first log statement, get a logger instance using logger. Get logger with a name. Then call methods like info, warn, or error to log messages. You can pass additional context data, which is useful for debugging. This simple API makes it easy to integrate logging into any PHP application. Log4php allows advanced logger configurations. You can define multiple loggers with different levels and appenders. Each logger can have its own appenders or inherit them from parent loggers using the additivity feature. This enables fine-grained control over logging behavior across your application. Log4php supports MDC, Map Diagnostic Context, and NDC, Nested Diagnostic Context. MDC allows you to associate key-value pairs with log events, useful for tracking user sessions. NDC provides a stack-based context, helpful for nested operations like request processing. These features add rich context to your logs. log4php is highly extensible. You can create custom appenders by implementing the appender interface. Similarly, custom layouts can be created for unique formatting needs. This flexibility allows you to integrate log4php with external systems, cloud services, or custom monitoring tools. While logging is essential, it can impact performance if not used wisely. Avoid expensive operations directly in log statements. Use parameterized messages so that string evaluation is deferred until needed. In production, configure appropriate log levels to minimize overhead while maintaining visibility. Security is crucial when logging. Never log sensitive data like passwords or credit card numbers. Sanitize user input before including it in logs. If you're logging remotely, use secure appenders that encrypt data in transit. These practices protect both your users and your systems. How does log4php compare to other PHP logging libraries like Monolog? Monolog is more modern and PSR3 compliant, making it a popular choice for newer projects. Log4php, on the other hand, is mature and enterprise-grade, with deep configurability. Both support custom appenders and formatters, but log4php's Java-inspired architecture may feel familiar to enterprise developers. Let's look at a real-world use case. In a web application, you can use log4php to log user actions for audit trails, track errors for debugging, and monitor performance over time. These logs become invaluable when diagnosing issues or analyzing user behavior. Here's a high-level architecture diagram of log4php. Your application sends log events to loggers. These events are filtered by log level. Then, layouts format the messages, and appenders send them to their destinations. This modular design allows for flexible and scalable logging solutions. Let's compare the performance of log4php and Monolog. While Monolog is generally faster due to modern optimizations, log4php is still suitable for production use. The performance difference is usually negligible unless you're logging at extremely high volumes. Here's the workflow of a log event in log4php. First, your application calls a logger method like info. The logger checks the event's level against its configuration. If it passes, the event is formatted by a layout and sent via an appender to its destination. When configuring log4php, use external configuration files for flexibility. Maintain separate configurations for development and production environments. Implement log rotation to prevent disk overflow. These practices ensure your logging system is maintainable and scalable. Log4php is a powerful debugging tool. Set the debug level to get detailed output during development. Use MDC to trace user sessions across multiple requests. Correlate logs with error reports to quickly identify the root cause of issues. Integrating log4php with PHP frameworks varies. Symfony and Laravel typically use Monolog, but you can integrate log4php manually. In custom frameworks, you can inject loggers wherever needed. The key is to maintain consistent logging across your application stack. When using log4php, avoid common pitfalls. Don't log too much, which creates noise, or too little, which leaves you blind. Never include sensitive data in logs. Always implement log rotation to prevent disk space issues. These mistakes can undermine the value of your logging system. Testing your logging setup is crucial. Write unit tests that verify logger calls are made correctly. Mark appenders to capture log output during tests. Ensure that log formats match your expectations. Proper testing prevents logging issues from slipping into production. Once you're generating logs, you need tools to analyze them. The ELK stack, Elasticsearch, Logstash, Kibana is popular for centralized logging. Splunk offers powerful enterprise log analysis. For simpler needs, custom scripts can parse and analyze log files. For large applications, scaling log4php is essential. Use asynchronous appenders to prevent logging from blocking your application. Distribute logs across multiple nodes for redundancy. Implement centralized log storage for easier analysis and monitoring. In cloud and containerized environments, integrate log4php with cloud-native tools. Send logs to cloud storage services like AWS S3 or Google Cloud Storage. Use container-native appenders that work well with Docker and Kubernetes. This ensures your logs are accessible and manageable in modern infrastructures. The log4php community offers valuable resources. Check the official Apache documentation for detailed guides. Explore GitHub repositories for real-world examples. Participate in community forums and Stack Overflow to get help and share knowledge. These resources accelerate your learning and troubleshooting. Now that you understand the basics of log4php, it's time to apply this knowledge. Implement log4php in a real project to gain hands-on experience. Explore advanced features like filters and custom components. Learn about centralized logging systems to prepare for enterprise environments. Let's recap the key concepts we've covered. Log4php is built around loggers, appenders, and layouts. You learned about log levels, configuration options, and how to write log statements. We also discussed performance and security best practices to ensure your logging system is both effective and safe. In conclusion, logging is essential for building maintainable and reliable applications. Log4php provides powerful and flexible logging features that can grow with your needs. Start with simple configurations and gradually add complexity as your application evolves. With practice, logging becomes a natural part of your development workflow. If you found this tutorial helpful, please hit the like button. Subscribe for more content on PHP, DevOps, and software engineering best practices. And don't forget to leave a comment with your questions, feedback, or suggestions for future topics. Your engagement helps us create better content for the community. And that wraps up our explanation. If you found this useful, please hit the like button and share it with a fellow developer. Don't forget to subscribe for more technical tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.